Good day, my people. Today, we are going to discuss. We are going to talk as the youth of this country. We are going to discuss about the things that affect us. And we are going to talk because 2019 election is by the corner again. And these people, they've started running from pillar to post, from one corner to the other, with all their lies and all their deceits. In 2014, this government of today came into office. When they were campaigning, they came and they promised us a lot. They told us a lot of lies. They told us a lot of things that they were going to do, or how they were going to transform this country to be like a paradise. They told us all how transforming Nigeria was as simple as ABC, just a snap of the finger and everything will be turned around. But today, my brother, what is the case? If I ask you today, how have you fared in this government? Do you like what you're going through in this government? I'm sure that your answer will be the same as mine. No. You have not enjoyed anything. Because we are suffering. Because there's so much pain and so much hunger in the land under this administration. My brother, this government came and told us that we were going to make $1 to be equal to $1. They were going to change, they were going to reduce fuel pump price to 35 naira. They were going to make everything so easy for Nigerians. They were going to end Boko Haram in 3 months. They were going to make sure that there's so much security in Nigeria. But what is the situation today? My brother, this government has taken us back 10 years behind. And nobody's talking. Nobody is saying anything. Nobody is talking. Everybody has adjusted to it as if everything is normal. And if we continue to keep silent like this, it will get to a point where we will no longer have this Nigeria. So somebody has to say something. 2019 has come again. We've seen them jumping from one place to the other, rebranding themselves, saying all sorts of things, all promises and all of those things. The truth of the matter is that they are the same old wine looking for new bottle to coat themselves with. The monkey is the same. The forest is just what has changed. So have they really changed? My brother, we have to talk. The youth of this country, we have to come together. We have to make a decision. The painful part is that the youth of this generation are so dark-sided, so dormant that they don't even realize that this crop of politicians that are lying to them, deceiving them, stealing all their natural resources is destroying their future. And then when they call for rally too, you still see them running up and down for them. He lead, I follow. He lead, I follow. Sai Baba, Sai Baba, Sai. Where are you going to? Who are you following? My brother, we have to talk. We have to talk because Nigeria belongs to everybody. It belongs to you, it belongs to me. It doesn't matter. What I'm saying now is not because I'm a card-carrying member of any party. As a matter of fact, I'm politically neutral. But the truth of the matter remains that whether you're a member of PDP or whether you're a member of APC, the pains that we are going through in Nigeria now affects everybody. Nobody is exempted. We are all going to the same market. We are all buying the same product. The only people that are exempted are the families of these wicked politicians that have stolen our money and went to stock them in foreign banks where their family and they are living and eating all this money alone. Those are the only people that are exempted. So now 2019 is by the corner again. You've seen all of them. They started running around again. Right now, they've sent all of their families abroad and they've started importing in weapons. And they will give you, the youth that is watching me now, they will give you weapon to go and kill your brother that has been suffering all these years. And you will gladly take the gun from them and go and kill your brother. What happened to your sense? What happened to your knowledge? These people don't care about us at all. As a matter of fact, when most of them went to school, in those days, they went to school with scholarship. There was free education in the land. Today, what is the state of our education? You finish the school and then you won't get any job. If you even try to go abroad, the certificate that you brought from Nigerian universities are not recognized because of the poor state of our education. And then they are calling you again and you are going again. Nigeria youth, wake up. Nigerian youth, wake up from your slumber, because if you don't wake up from your slumber, it will get to a time when you won't even have the country to call your own again. The crop of leaders that we have today, they don't care about us. They don't even have any feeling for us. They told us when we were growing up that the youths are the leaders of tomorrow. I guess that was the biggest lie that they've ever told us in our lifetime, because the man Buhari that is the president of this country today, in 1984, before I was born, he was also the head of state, and today in 2018 he's also the current president. So if you tell me that the youths are the leaders of tomorrow, when am I going to be the leader? I'm a married man now with a child. Buhari that was a president, head of state before I was born, is still in power. And you say that the youth are the leaders. No. This crop of leaders don't care about you. If you like, you go to hell. It doesn't care. They are only there to use you when it's time for election. And they are here again. This government, as a matter of fact, is the worst government that we've ever had. And I'm saying it without any fear or favor. I'm saying that this APC government is the worst government. As a matter of fact, APC is the only party that will look at you. As I'm wearing this red now, they will come and tell you, see this clothes you're wearing? It's so white. The color is very white. Can't you see it? And they will say with all effrontery and all audacity, without regard to the fact that the people that they are telling this, at least there are some of us that are educated. I wonder how the likes of Lai Mohammed go back home to sit with his children after lying on national TV, after lying on camera. That is his duty every day. You still go back home and sit with his children and sleep comfortably without even feeling any remorse. No wonder they said that we are fools, we are lazy youths, because they will keep doing all this in day and night and nobody is talking. Youths of my generation, wake up. 2019 is here again. 4 years is not 4 days. That is why I'm shouting like this. 4 years is not 4 days. For us to suffer for another 4 years again, my brother, it is not a child's play. As a matter of fact, I don't have any problem with the party called APC, because whether you're APC, PDC, whatever, it doesn't bother me. But if Muhammadu Buhari is the only candidate that the party called APC has to present to Nigeria, then our story is an apology. If the party APC has a credible youth, young, vibrant youth, that can give us the leadership that this country deserves, that can give us the leadership that the youth of this country needs, if the candidate that can travel abroad and see the good things over there in Europe and the United States of America and come and implement it in Nigeria so that our suffering can be reduced, that is a good one. I don't have any problem with the party. But if Buhari is the only person, as a matter of fact, Nigeria shared Paris Fund about $328 million about 2 weeks ago, and 7 days after they were in China looking for where to borrow $300 million from. What an irony. They banned the importation of rice, and it is we here in the south and the east and the west that are suffering it, because up there in the north the borders are thrown wide open for their people to be going to Nigeria and Benin Republic and be smuggling in rice through Okada, and the government is well aware of this and they are not doing anything about it because they want to use it to empower their people. And yet you come and tell us that we are one Nigeria. What a lie. The IPO became here and they did a peaceful protest for their own education, because it is there they have the right to their opinion, and all of a sudden they brought python dance, monkey dance, this and that, and went there and killed everybody. Today, herdsmen are killing people left, right, and center every day in this country, and the government has not even made one comment about it. As a matter of fact, the publicity secretary of the president will come and tell you that during the last administration there was more killing than this one, so this one is not enough. We should clap for them that they've tried. At least the number has not gotten. Imagine what a leadership. Nigeria is gone, and the youth of my generation, they are not saying anything. I was thinking that by now the likes of Fela Durotoye and so on will be gathering serious momentum from the youth, because they are youth, they are people that are youth, and they have at least something to offer. Even if I don't support them, because they are also part of the problem that we are having today, because they were also the people that rallied and campaigned against the last administration to leave office, and today they are not saying anything. But at least I was thinking that for the fact that they are young and have something to offer, because they've said it, that the youth will gather behind them. But the reverse is the case. The youth of my country are still sitting, waiting for people to come, and people that will come and give them 5,000 naira, and they will go and kill themselves. Youth of my generation, wise up. Youth of my generation, use your head. If you go to America, you go to Europe and all that. As a matter of fact, Nigeria is richer than Europe put together. But today, we are sitting on the table comfortably as the poorest people in the world, and we are so proud about it because of bad leadership. because of bad rulership, because of selfish and greedy politicians who don't care about you. And then you'll be running around, following them, jumping around with them. How long are we going to sit down and continue in this our fool's paradise? Nigerian youths, wake up. Wake up, oh. Wake up, because it has gotten to a point where we are right between the devil now and the deep blue sea. We have to make a decision. Yes. This is the much I can do. At least I'm saying my own now, because they say that posterity will judge. When posterity will judge, let it be on record that when I saw the ills that was going on in the land, I didn't keep quiet. At least I said something. Say your own. If you cannot say your own, at least share this message. If you cannot say something about it, share this message. Let it go around so that there will be an awareness and an awakening in the mind of the youth of my generation. Come 2019, let us take a decision. Let us stand and unite as one and stand against this evil government and leadership that is going on in this country. Nigeria belongs to everybody. It's not for only those greedy cabals. It belongs to you, it belongs to you. As a matter of fact, what have they done? Are they more intelligent than us? No. Are they the only people that were created in this country for them to be only for them alone to benefit from this country? Why the bulk of the masses will be there suffering? The answer is no. But they've been doing this because they know that you and I have remained docile. We've remained quiet. We've refused to do anything. I have my own PVC. I hope you have your own. When that time comes, if they bring the money, collect it and eat it. It's your money, but don't vote for them. Look for a credible candidate, a young and vibrant candidate that can help us take us to where we need to be. They say a word is enough for the wise. I've said my own. Do something reasonable. Share this video and hold your PVC when that time comes and you vote for the right person. God bless you, and Nigeria will be a better place when we do this. Thank you.